What's up, homie?
Hey man, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you, brother?
I'm good. Ah,
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Yo, I love it. I love it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Man, you didn't
ah,
tell me you had a damn pirate hat. Shit.
ready for the revolution.
I'd have been on board earlier, man. I'd have been on board earlier if you'd have told me you had a damn pirate hat. I'd have jumped right on the ship. Let's go.
How's it going, man?
Hey, Laura, what's happening? Good, man.
Hi,
Good.
matey. Oh man.
We I had a chance to talk to Chad today, and we were Laura, and we were talking a little bit about, like, this what we've talked about before for this gig, and then uh potentially a good example would be talking it out on the show, like figuring it out, like some
Yeah.
ideas and stuff. So is the music too loud, bro? Talk to me.
No, I can't. I can't even hear it really.
Okay. All right. We want a pleasant environment for our broadcasting audience. I swear my mustache keeps sticking me in my face.
That's always wonderful when one goes upwards or
Yeah, I end
sticks
up with
to the
cat
cheek.
hair. It catches cat hair, and then the cat hair will
Oh
be
yeah.
tickling me, trying to.
Yep.
She
Yep.
comes up and rubs on my face and shit. Yeah, Laura, right?
Hey, when that happens. There he is.
Yo, there's homie right there. Invite as guest.
Brohams.
Hey.
Yo! Oh yeah, I remember to turn on the recorder too, by the way. Let's help
Cool.
each
I'm
other
hoping
remember
I
that
will like.
at the each.
Yeah,
Well, help me remember that at the beginning of each show, please.
yeah. We'll try. We will try. I was trying to load content on a TikTok. Tell everybody to come over here. And I was sitting there watching it. Tick, tick. It was just uploading so slow, and I like tried like reloading, doing the airplane mode, and I'm literally surfing on 2 bars of 4G. So
Wow. You just mentioned being a post.
what's that?
I said it just showed up that you mentioned being a post. It took forever, I guess.
It just went up. Like, well, you saw how long it took for me to send you that video earlier. I was like, this is loading so slowly. It was doing the same thing just now. And yeah, I'm coasting on 2 bars. Hey Laura,
Wow.
how's it going? So yeah, that's the gist of it. I love your hat, Ashman.
Thanks, man.
Right,
I've
right.
been
You guys always wear lids, and I'm like, I don't have one.
Well, we've been watching Pirates of the Caribbean, so that works.
We're gonna have to
Nice.
send you one, man. We'll have to send you one.
This is this is like what I wore for my wedding.
I love it, dude. I love it. That's the dope. I'm a hat guy, man. I really like all different kinds of hats.
Yeah.
I don't have a whole collection of different types of cat that many kinds. Most of mine are ball caps because that's what I could afford, But one
Right.
day, dude, one day I got cowboy hats too. I got a couple nice Stetsons, but I love hats, dude. I think they're dope.
Yeah, I got
I have
cowboy hats, but I don't have a nice Stetson. That's one of
I
those ones that I don't have. Those
I
are cool.
have I think it's a Stetson. It's a really high end one because, as you may know, my dad used to have that Western stores.
Oh,
Well, when that giant mile wide tornado hit here, I picked up one that was in the debris and it was all twisted. And I stuck it on my head, and it's like all Rob Zombie style. So it's a really expensive one, but it's gnarly looking.
nice. That's the way they should look. They shouldn't look all like perfect, you know.
Yeah, it's probably covered in like a half inch of dust right now because it's on top of one of my weird serial killer mannequins. So, and it just sits there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I've always liked hats. I always, even if I didn't wear a hat because I had braids, I'd have like a bandana on with my hair tied back at least, something. I don't know. Uh,
Ashman, have you ever heard of the West Mesa bone collector, the killer? He's down
Oh,
in your neck of
yeah,
the
yeah,
woods.
yeah, 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 yeah.
One of the guys, and I'm totally
that's
blunt here in a second.
that's just like, yeah,
One
I
of
know. What? What's up?
the one of the
He's my
guys that
neighbor.
was looked at as a suspect, and he was cleared, but they're still like, he's from here, where I live.
Oh, wow.
And he owned, at the time, he owned a store that was like kind of like a secondhand store, but it was really eclectic and like eccentric. It was actually called Eccentrics, but it always had like really weird stuff in it. And before he got swiped up, he like that, like feds and everything, like actually came like and raided his business, his home, everything here. Right before that happened, the band I was in was going to do a photo shoot. And the dude has a collection, and I mean like a weird collection of mannequins. And he went into his private stash and was like, "Yeah, here, take whatever you need and just bring them back." Well, because some people that we knew worked for him in his store. So they went over there, they got us a bunch of mannequins, they brought them over,
Kira.
and we did a bunch of shoots. What's up, Kira? We did our shoot, did a bunch of pictures with them and all that. And then a bunch of them, they got taken back. Well, during several months later, probably 6 months to a year later, I don't know, is when he got swiped up. And while he was in custody, I found that we had two of his mannequins still. Dude had probably a couple few hundred, okay? So it was like an odd, even though he had a store, this was a very like, if you were looking for serial killers,
What's with serial killers and thrift shops? Because I got a
dude,
serial killer story.
he fits the bill in every which way. And I still had two of the mannequins. He still watched over them. They probably still do, because to my knowledge, they haven't caught the West Mesa bone collector yet. But
No.
he was always down there during the times, around the places, during like the hot air
Gotcha.
balloon festivals that were tied with it and
Oh, yeah, yeah,
everything.
yeah.
He was
Yeah.
always there at them. But I have a really big desk. It's like 6 foot long. It's a big one. I have two of his mannequins actually on my desk.
Wow.
So there's a little. I didn't think about. I never dawned on me. I was like, wait a minute. That's in Ash's area.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we have a couple because I ran into one. There's a guy out here called the Zombie Hunter, and he had a Zombie Hunter car. And we took pictures next to his car. He always went to Comic Cons and all kinds of stuff, and And then one day, I hadn't met the guy, but we were up at a Goodwill looking around for stuff to flip, and this guy kept eyeballing my wife, like, but not in a not in a hey, how's it going? Like a dead stare, like a fish stare, like nothing behind it, no wide eyes, no nothing, just like dead. And normally I walk up and I give somebody a look, and they'll kind of back down and walk away.
Yeah.
Nothing, no response,
The
and
lights weren't on and no one was home.
and you got this creepy feeling that this isn't something to tangle with. So I walked away and I said, let's go, And then the, about, I got to ask her about a month later or so, he got arrested. And he was one of the people that killed several women by a canal. So he was known as the canal killer. And
Wow.
he also probably unalived a lot of people in Washington as well. So he's
Crazy.
that was weird. That was just a weird thing. When you meet something that's not right, that was what I felt.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
felt that again. But
Like my breakfast with O.J. Simpson. Ugh. Ugh. So you said you met two of them?
no, just the one, just the one.
Oh, okay.
But it was
Yeah.
at a thrift shop. Guy was a big thrifter. I don't know what it
There you
is.
go.
I mean,
There you go. Yeah.
weird dude.
Yeah, I had breakfast. No, I can't say with him. That would be misrepresenting it. But I had breakfast right next to O.J. Simpson. Man, that was a weird feeling sitting next to that dude. Like, you want to talk about
Was
a
it
weird vibe
after or
coming off of
before?
somebody? After.
Oh, yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, it was at. I think it was after. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess
it
I
was
have a
after.
different take though, because my dad was in Vietnam, so you think about it, and the man had unalived a lot of people where he was,
Mine
and
too. Yeah.
so you kind of think about it in those terms, like, okay, it's a little weird to think about it about your own father
Yeah.
being a part of that machine,
Uh huh.
and what he might have been thinking afterwards, and how he might have felt about things. He never talked about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
My dad never opened. He wasn't in Nam, but he was in the Air Force, and he was in the United States' largest prison riot ever.
oh
And he
wow,
was in the Air Force and had to go there. And he didn't open up about it for most of my life. And then when he did, I was like,
yeah,
you did what? Whoa! And
yeah,
you never think of your dad that way until you're like, oh yeah,
that's
they
true.
were in a situation that was absolutely vile.
Yeah, yeah,
Crazy shit.
My dad was just a massive nerd.
A massive, yeah, mine was too. Maybe that's why my dad ended up becoming a preacher after that.
I could understand that. My
He-
dad quit hunting after a while because he just couldn't do it anymore.
yeah,
He was done. So I don't know, and yeah, he told me some things that I'll never tell, but it's
right.
you know,
Yeah. I always took it
that's,
like, well, my dad, he was there standing around in a prison riot, and at least he didn't have to go to Nam. And then I found out what he had to do during the prison riots, and I was like,
yeah, I bet.
so maybe you should have, maybe you should have went to Nam. Like, I don't know. Like, they're both like vile, vile, vile things that you had, like, God dang.
Yeah,
Crazy. Crazy. Your dad played tuba in the marching band? See, that's a
nice.
much more positive thing. That's
Yeah,
a,
yeah.
yeah. My kid will be like, well, my dad licked the windows in a tour bus. That's what he was doing.
My cats talk about me all the time.
All bad.
Yeah,
All bad.
you couldn't.
Getting drafted. Yeah.
You heard that, Kira.
Yeah. My dad didn't get drafted. He signed up, but it was right towards the end, and he ended up not going there. He ended up going into, well, if you want to look into it, look up the McAllister riots. It was in Oklahoma. and that would have been early 70s, first part of the decade. He was in the McAllister riots, and it was, let's just say they had tunnel rats in the riots too, not just over in Vietnam.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad was the one that told me not to go in to service.
That's
It's
kind of
like,
what,
don't
yeah.
do it.
Yep. Yep. My
Sorry,
dad
didn't
was
mean
like,
to bum
only
out
do it if you're prepared. Only do it if you're prepared to do things you're not prepared to do. That was kind of how he put it. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow. I don't know how we took a weird turn down serial killers and
I don't either. That's why I
veteran
said sorry to
violence,
bum
but
everybody out. And
Ken's like, I'm just sitting here listening to y'all. Like, I'm in for the ride. Let's back up. Let's
yeah,
change gears. I'm extremely happy with our art community and with my personal art journey at this moment. I am very proud of a lot of our artists around us that are part of our crew in ways that I only dreamt of.
you
So
know
if you
what
want to
I'm
go a
proud of?
positive note, that's true. What's that?
I'm proud of Gid posting that song that Steve wrote for him. Proud of you, man. That was such an awesome thing for him to do for you, and you're so damn humble, dude. It was you deserve it, you know.
Yeah.
It was freaking cool to be a part of that unveiling, you know. And he was so happy to do it for you, dude.
Trippy, man. It was trippy. It's trippy. I don't know,
Dude,
man. It's cool. It's very cool. I just don't always know how to respond. You know what I mean?
I get it, man.
it's been stuck in my head all day, and that's an excellent, excellent sign.
There you go.
It's
Well,
I'm an extreme music snob. So when I first heard it, I was like, but now I'm like, if it rides with you that hard,
Oh yeah,
you can't deny it.
I, I'm thinking it's definitely something to work with. Uh,
Yeah,
you know,
dude, he hooked it up.
it's funny. We were talking a little bit today. I was describing to him, Ash, that all I did was take what he sent me. He sent me that image of me. I just happened to be wearing that Matty Pace shirt, and attached to it was the song. So that's what I put on the thing, and then I added in the times and the y'all's mentions and stuff. But uh, like if I had y'all's brain, I could do all kinds of stuff with it. Like Kira had a good idea, as far as and Chad and I were talking about using it like as a part of it is the intro to the show. Like Haley does her intro, and then we have some music that is the transition or whatever. I think that's how he was describing it. And then at the end, what we were talking about potentially doing that might be cool. Chad, you tell him it was your idea.
I told him I thought it'd be cool if there's always the 5 minute lead in to make sure the algorithm is caught up.
yeah.
So at the last 2.5, I think it's 2 minutes and 50 seconds. You can time it however you want. You'll know.
Have an outro.
Kira.
We'll have no at the beginning when we first come in.
Okay,
Let
yeah.
it
The
play in the
five.
background, but not up, just in
Haley.
the
Yeah,
background.
yeah.
That way people get used to hearing it. And then when Haley Beth's here, hi Haley Beth.
Hey, Haley.
When Haley Beth gets done, with her bit and says, "Take it away again," we take the most hook part. That's like 5 seconds, whatever, and that's what plays for the transition, and it's kind of the bell toll of the show has started.
And I
Yeah,
played on the
And
laptop.
in the end, yeah, and you can just
nice.
play it on a laptop, but then it's actually at the forefront. It's not way off in the background. Like actually play it like a
Yeah,
theme
yeah,
song for that
yeah,
5-10 second snip.
yeah,
And then at the very end of the show, when we're signing off, he can play the song,
yeah,
and we can literally mute ourselves. Like, all right, good night, guys. Mute, 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 mute. The
yeah,
song comes on.
yeah. The outro. Yeah, that's what I was
And if
saying.
he's got
Yeah.
cool signs, or if we got cool signs, or we can turn our cameras off, or
Oh
leave the
yeah,
room, or whatever. But let the song just play in its entirety. That way, people get to always hear his work, and it also gives everybody kind of a wrap up moment that's in the
It's
chat.
what I do with the podcast. I play
Yeah.
Ode to Joy at the beginning. I talk over it a bit, and then I play a bit at the end. So yeah, it's a smart idea.
Right. And then it also gives everybody in the chat just time to talk while they're not intaking anything from us.
Yeah.
They have, literally just a couple of minutes to shoot the shit. And if we want to, go into the chat and talk too, that's fine. But we all mute ourselves. He's not muted, obviously, because he's playing. But, don't talk. Just let the damn song play. Let it be an outro.
Yeah.
And speaking from a marketing, the song is super, super catchy.
Yeah.
And I think if we play it at a low volume at the very beginning, and then the most hooky part right there as the bell tolls to start the show, and then we send everybody off with it, it's going to be stuck. Again, project show, and it'll just keep going. That was my thought, but
Sounds good.
And I really like the part. I like the idea of having the guest be able to just sit there, interact with the crowd, interact with the chat or whatever, and they just know. I'll just prep them in the pre-interview that, hey, what we do is we let that song go. It's 2 minutes and 50 seconds. And when that song is over, pretty shortly after that, at some point, I'm going to cut the feed on the live. I'm going to just
ain't no
improvise.
saying bye. That's already over with. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
you could, in all essence, walk off of screen and just let the song play, and then come back over when it's done and turn everything off. Because we've already set all of our parts and pieces. Anything that's done after that is just like a bonus, haha,
Yeah, that makes sense, man.
And it might make
Not
for
that
some
Ash and I are always in marketing mode. But
it might make for some cool moments too, like you said, people able to kind of chat for a little bit without us interfering or being like, there's probably times when they're like, man, I would have liked to have been able to just told so and so something, so it'd have been easier. I don't know.
yeah, a couple of moments, and where they're not really taking in a lot of stuff from us. I mean, a
Yeah,
movie,
They
a
get
concert.
to
There's always those few minutes
digest
afterwards.
what was said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing when you go to a play or a movie or a concert. What happens right after?
The
You and your
music.
buddies that went together are all like, blah, 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 blah. You're talking about what just happened. We can provide a spot for that to happen right there.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I could set the laptop over out of the view and then just do it. I wouldn't have it behind
Oh,
me
yeah.
for the show. I'd have to put it up here somewhere around me. But yeah. I,
Yep.
I also think that the like that first 30-minute segment. I mentioned it a little bit, but my thought process
Chaos?
goes something like this. Finding kind of a balance between having a 10-minute highlight artist on, because the more people you involve, the harder it is to just try to coordinate everything. It just sometimes it's just mentally draining. But outside of that, I really like what Chad and I used to do, which was when we first started, the first 10 minutes or so of the show was basically just from the shout out sheet. Now, it would have to be a shorter shout out sheet, and the one I'm recommending would be the people in the mod group, not in the mod group, in the group we just started.
Collaborators.
The collaborators group, and y'all name it whatever you want. I was just trying to keep it organized in my files, but having it come from that group of people mostly, if that makes sense.
Here, you shut your mouth.
The Duck Brigade. The Duck Brigade.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I think we're onto something there, bub.
And
yeah, he nailed it with that song, dude.
Oh yeah.
True story.
And so in that group, it could be dropped like what events they have going on, what times they have, and we can rotate on the show and shout out like a handful of those, and then during flow states, throw it out every once in a while, kind of like a evesartistry.com thing that Ash does or I do sometimes, following his lead. I don't know. It seems like having some sort of cohesive. Everybody doesn't necessarily go live at a certain time, but having an idea of what they are trying to accomplish in their lives seems like it would be good as like just
Well,
just in general terms even.
Yeah, if we could get more
yeah,
people
different.
to turn on follow notifications, that'd be great. Like for other
Yeah,
people.
Right. Right.
Sorry, Chad.
And people like Laura and Spurs, like the real keys to the whole operation for me anyway, as far as my flow states and all of that. Um like shouting them out in those times, like in those more prominent times, you know what I mean? And shouting out the other people like Mondo and Lost and people that are doing lives. Like Chip doesn't necessarily do lives that often, or Chuck doesn't necessarily do lives that often. So, when they do, we hook them up. Which, by the way, you got something, Chad?
I do.
What you got?
You can shorten your list at the beginning by credits. You've already got your quirky, cool pad with your writing on it. Now, if you have something like you want to plug Essay's event, obviously you need to say that at the beginning of the show. But like, if you want to give out an extra credit type thing, you could hypothetically be like, "Thanks to our mods," and then hold up Laura Jane, Spurs, and it's rolling your credit while everybody's chilling and talking. You don't have to do it every time, but you could do it. You could
Yeah,
implement it to
yeah.
do some
Like you're
stuff.
saying, like hold up the signs that I make, like the little ones that I make by hand at the end. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
credits.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I could do that. That's. I'd like to figure out. I like the. Here's what I want to do. We kind of cut outs. We got to the point, Chad. If you remember, we were doing like almost 40 minutes of shout outs. Like I was almost lost my voice
I
before
know.
guests would come on.
It
I was
got,
trying to get everybody in
yeah,
there. It's just not effective that way. So pare it down
you could.
and be more effective, I think. But the other benefit we have is if we're all working kind of in half-ass coordinated effort, then we could potentially narrow it down even more. And maybe sometimes when so and so is doing their live, they'll throw a couple of those shout outs out there that are from that list of people, right? So we actually end up with more coverage. Everybody may not get one from everybody all the time, but you know what I'm saying? If like Essay was on before this, I was watching her from FYP and sending her messages on WhatsApp. But having a way, I'm kind of all over the map here, but having a way to communicate real time as well is another thing I wanted to point out, that like we're able to use it pretty effectively in real time. If there's something going on in the chat, one of us misses or something, Chad's been able to send me a thing, or Ash has done that before. We've done that to each other. Be able to like quickly get a message to someone that nobody else in the live actually. And I think that helps keep some of our lives a little smoother too. So having a way for all of the people involved to do that is another part of the thought process, right? Like, and,
Yeah.
and to drop it, like if if Essay would have dropped something in there like, hey, I'm about to go live, maybe a couple of us could have dipped over there, hit some likes for her, gave her one of those little hearty things at least, and then jumped out. We won't be able to be there all the time to all things, but same
Right.
deal. If each person shouts out one or two other people, whoever it is, that kind of would have a force multiplying effect too. Yeah,
Yeah.
we do chaos. We all have Discord accounts with Volta and all that. We just um we just operate a little differently. That's all.
Right. Yeah, we have a large group that we organize together, and yeah, we have that as well.
I
Chaos.
have a server set up over on
There's
Discord.
just we have like a hub group, and then all these other groups around it.
we end up
So we
using
kind
that for
of,
other things. Yeah, we end up using the Discord stuff for other things for other groups and stuff. This is the one we're talking about
yeah,
is like a really specific kind of
yeah,
in the middle of the circle group. Those of us
yeah.
that work together a lot
We,
anyway, but some of them aren't on Discord and some
yeah,
of them aren't on all the different apps we're on.
yeah,
So we all kind of meet in that one that WhatsApp space.
right. We could scroll stuff on their chaos, but it's over on TikToks, and we're trying to steer clear of having to use any of the like the studio or anything like that because every time we run it, it really messes with algorithms. Not to mention just the technical side of it liking to flop. So we keep it as simple as possible with audio and everything else. So 500 my service. Nice. WhatsApp makes you crazy.
The
Yeah, I get
only
that.
thing we use it for is just to communicate. We just have a group over there where we can drop videos and drop information for each other and communicate essentially.
Video
A lot
chats.
of us do lives together though. Like the three
Oh
of
yeah,
us, we we,
yeah,
we do we do lives and like shows. We're talking about the Gen Project show, which is a show we do together, but it is produced. Like we not heavily, but we put thought into it and
yeah,
all that.
yeah.
Kira,
I don't know any of these guys.
And I saw what you said earlier, Kira, about the green screen and duck. You just wanted to say duck, and we all know that. I mean, it was a great
I
idea,
thought that too.
did someone
but I
say
think you
duck?
just did that because you wanted to say duck.
You mean like that duck?
Yes, I am the guy from Duck Dynasty, and you can have my autograph for a small fee of $10 plus shipping and handling, of course.
It's worth it. I keep mine by my pillow.
He does. I told him it was inappropriate to tape it to the ceiling.
You did it anyway.
So the other thing is like I don't know how time is a thing, right? It's hard to manage a lot of juggling. All of us are busy and do a lot of different things. But for me personally, if I knew that on such and such a time, uh, somebody from that WhatsApp group is live and I've got 5 minutes, if nothing else, I can pop in there, drop a hearty me thing on them, a comment, a couple likes, and jump out. And the thing about it is, as far as the algorithm is concerned, if two or three of us do that, all 12 don't have to or whatever, but if two or three are able to more often than we are now, because it's more convenient, then I think that's just going to kind of start helping everybody get more in sync with whatever changes the algorithm throws at them.
Yeah.
Right on, Haley Beth.
I got my pinky up. That's how fancy I am.
Super fancy. Ridiculously
So fancy.
fancy.
We're a crazy but loving bunch, Chaos. Welcome in. Of course we missed you, Haley Beth. Of course we missed you. Oh my gosh. Chaos, I don't know where you're located, but if you're anywhere near Atlanta, a bunch of us are going to be there on the 23rd of August. Texas. A little ways from Atlanta.
Well, the artist that we are going to see in Atlanta is from Texas originally, West Texas, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Chuck.
This is true.
There's
What up,
Chuck
Chuck?
Franklin. We just was talking about that dude.
Yo, yo.
What's up, Chuck? How are you, man?
Yeah, we're all swarming Atlanta, at least a lot of us, on the 23rd for one of our people having a solo art show over there. So,
S.A.
yeah, this is our laid back. This is what we chaos. This is what we call the low orbit lounge. We do it every Thursday night at 8 o'clock Central, and this is kind of like the back room, the green room per se, the behind the rope spot where we all just kind of chill and we're not doing our shows. We're not all yeah. We're just like we're talking more about the shit and just talking about whatever we want.
Most of the folks in the chat are mods or fellow, like we do lives together, make content together.
Co-conspirators.
Yeah, co-conspirators. Oh man, sorry to hear that, chat. Damn, dude. Hey, Spurs, what is up, Spurs?
What's up,
Hey,
mate?
Eve.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Eve. Oh, what's up?
That's tough, Chuck.
Yeah.
I feel you, buddy. I'm going for injections next week. Glad to see you, Spurs. Glad to see you up in here. Spurs is another wealth of knowledge.
It's
But see,
true.
but see,
It's true.
that's the thing, man. That, like people don't realize part of the reason that it has worked to the point that we've gotten to is because of people like Spurs and Laura and Chuck and Chip, like we were talking about, like the people that were
Yeah.
willing to kind of help us along the way, because it got to a point that we can't do lives really, without some support the way that we do them, because we were trying to do them like in that flow state type of thing, and then that comes with other complications. And for example, for me, not to take it sideways or anything, but I've struggled with
Too late.
I've struggled with the whole concept of getting frustrated for this for particular things. And I feel like that we have all worked really hard to kind of build a space where people can come, get away from politics and religion and nationalism and all that,
Bullshit.
and then just come and have a space and be creative and be supported and be able to kid around a little bit and not take ourselves, so seriously, because people are hurting. They need 4 or 5 jobs and all none of us are crazy rich. So I just feel like that we work really hard to create that space, and it can pretty quickly get damaged by somebody in the chat who hasn't taken the time to learn anything about anybody in the room. They don't have any concept of what's going on or the bigger picture or the work that's gone into these flow states. And they basically come in either demanding to come up and show their stuff or demanding to be responded to in the chat. And I
Yeah.
just feel like that's a hell of an entitlement. I just can't imagine kicking in somebody's shop door and then demanding them pay attention to me while I'm in their space. So maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way, and y'all are my friends. Y'all can straighten me out. But I try to be patient. I go out of my way to try to be patient. But I feel like we
You
work
better
really hard
have
to create
your
space.
patience. You better be practiced up on your patience right now.
Yep.
All your
So
patience
good.
better be practiced up
Mr.
on.
Uncle Knowing.
No, Uncle Knowing, dude. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but we ain't seen that cat in a minute.
Uncle Knowing's in, man. Look
You
at him.
doing?
He's here. He's here. But yeah,
How
so
you doing,
I
brother
feel like
man?
it takes away from our event. Like for example, Chad's live and Ashman's live are both their own vibe. And I'm really fortunate. I've gotten to experience that from the inside, like the conversations before the lives or after the lives or whatever. And I feel honored. Like I feel really fortunate to be able to be a part of that. And I think we all get better because of those conversations and because we do work in that cooperative kind of way. And it allows us to cover each other's strengths and weaknesses too, right? To some degree, in some manner. And it allows us, because of that, to reach different audiences a little bit. There's overlap, but all of that. So I feel like it's up to us to kind of like set the standard and maybe change the way things are done. Like to my knowledge, there wasn't a bunch of people doing serious interviews on TikTok until Chad and I started doing that. I'm not saying that as a brag. I'm saying that as I'm excited that other people do that now. That means there's more eyes on artists. That's a good thing. That's a win-win. So it makes sense to me that protecting that space and not spending too much brain power, not letting too much of the vibe get changed because of somebody who isn't situationally aware. And obviously, and maybe we lose some good ones here or there. You know, it happens on occasion, I'm sure. But honestly, if you go into a live and there is something going on and you start participating and then you get mad because you don't get the reaction you were expecting, um I'm sorry, like you're supposed to be a grown ass adult. Like, the fuck are we talking about here? I mean, that's just kind of how
Yeah.
I
Well,
feel.
Matt, we create a sacred space, and you have to
Yeah.
keep that sacred.
Yes.
It's that simple.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I mean that. Yeah.
It's interesting because I run pretty much a comedy show, right? And what happens at comedy shows?
Hecklers.
Hecklers, or you get people that want to be funnier than you, which is fine. If you could be funnier than me, fucking do it.
Start your
Because
own
that's
fucking show.
entertaining for me,
Right.
you know.
Right.
Right.
But you have some people that come in and it's just a crude humor, you know. And I
You
had to
read the
tell
room.
somebody the other day, you know, watch it. It kind of was like, yeah, to get that dad voice. Hey, watch it, you know. And it's just one of those things you're gonna get, you know, from these guys. And the guy's cool and everything. It's just, you know, he got a little excited, said something, and then he backed off, you know. And that's
Yep.
kind of what you do, you know. And you know, it's really delicate. Like Chad, you flip people, and I used to do that. I don't do it as much anymore because I'm just kind of sick of it. But like
I have to be in the mood.
something like that is like, you know, you have to be kind of just aware of who they, especially since they've been around for a while, and you don't want to
Yeah.
just kind of smack them, but you want to let them know boundary, you know. So, but yeah, it's interesting, you know,
Yeah.
because I have obstacles that you guys don't, and you have obstacles that I don't, you know,
Yeah.
and to
Yeah.
be
That's
able to communicate like this and understand each other's, you know, issues is very helpful.
Yeah.
that's a great
And I mean,
point.
there's
Hecklers at a comic show, man. I've never thought of it in that context. Actually, that's a great point.
yeah.
Sorry.
And again, you know, there's certain ways that, you know, it depends on their approach. If they come in being a smartass, I can handle that. I'm a
Yeah,
smartass. Challenge
yeah,
accepted.
yeah,
Now, if they come in being racist,
yeah.
homophobic,
No
a
way.
bigot, I'm not going to deal with that. Like,
Nope.
that's like immediate, like, you're not even on my radar to try to flip.
No.
I'm
Nope.
just like, oh, racist, you're out.
Yeah.
You know,
The
or
birds
if
usually
they
beat you
attack,
to the punch on that.
yeah, or if they're being disrespectful to others,
Yeah.
be disrespectful to me. That's one thing, but be
Yeah.
disrespectful to my people, whether that's my people like in the windows or my
Yeah.
people in the chat, doesn't matter.
It's
If
easier
it's
to take, right? When it's at
yeah,
you, it's like, oh, okay, whatever.
yep, come at me. That's
Whatever.
great. I'll have a smart ass off with you. You know, we'll sit here and trade blows for a minute on it. But if you come at, you know, you come at anybody else, I'm going to be like, wait a minute, I saw the word duck.
Yeah, I
Where does the
saw it.
duck stuff fall on the disrespect spectrum? On the disrespectrum?
Disrespectful.
You're, I know, I actually, while I will kick and scream about it, I think it's fucking hilarious, just for the record. I'm only going to say that a few times because then it's less effective when I kick and scream about it.
I,
I'm just deciding whether. Yeah. What is I said on the disrespectrum. Disrespectrum. That is really hard to say. The word rectum really wants to come out of that.
Nobody's booting Kira for bullying.
Disrespectrum. Admitting the duck stuff. Oh, admitting the duck stuff. I thought he was talking about disrespectrum.
I think the duck
I
stuff
think it's
got
hilarious.
approved. I think it was unanimously approved.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I think even if I didn't like it, which I think it's funny, um, I'm outvoted so much. I'm
Damn.
way outvoted. Yeah, yeah, Uncle Knowing. I might have picked up a new nickname. I read into the duck situation. I might have picked up a new nickname, Uncle Knowing, and I will point you to the culprit, Kira Wilson Art. And now, yes, there are lots of renditions of me as Chad Ducks are phenomenal. They're excellent. They're excellent. Phoebe Chad McDuck, yes. I I
Yeah.
thought I was Scrooge's long lost cousin.
So you might be.
Ah,
I I see our lives as
time
an
to
extension of
behave.
our shops, though. That's basically my take on it. It's an extension of my shop, so I obviously implement some of the things that I would implement in my shop simply so that I can think the way that I need to think to do what I need to do creatively in the shop,
Yeah.
and maintain my digits and all of that. I
It,
go ahead, Chad. I'm sorry.
I kind of look at it like, you can go to these places like some of you will know what I'm talking about, and some of you may not. Here in the Midwest, we have like the hillbilly Vegas. It's called Branson, Missouri, and we have like Silver Dollar City. And one of the big things, and it was a lot bigger of a thing when I was a kid, is you could go through and watch the craftsmen do what they do. Now you couldn't walk up and grab a hold and help them, but you could either stand and watch through a window or walk to like a countertop or a rope and watch them craft glass or candy or baseball bat, you name it, wood sculptors, all that kind of stuff. And I kind of look at it as that, this person is working, they're doing their job, and here's a window. And on top of that, you actually get to sit there and have an exchange with that person to some extent, depending on who you're watching and what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're at work. That's your shop. That's your business. That's you have essentially put a digital window up, like at Silver Dollar City, and been like, watch me craft this stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't. You can go watch the concert. You just can't jump on stage.
That's a good way to put
No.
it. And I've been fortunate, like I was saying earlier, I've gotten to watch, like from front row seats, what happens when Chad has a supported live or when Ash has a supported live. Um, I mean, like really, you guys have the ability to move people, man. I've seen Chad stop what he was doing in the middle of a carving because someone came in the chat and mentioned that they weren't sure what to do. They had just received a bad diagnosis. And what dude did was he took his mask off, he took all his shit off, he brushed himself off, and he squared up and he looked at that person and he gave him 10 minutes of his life. And I don't know what
Yeah,
difference
man.
that makes to that person. I have no idea, but I would like to think it made a difference to that person. And
Well,
I
I'll
What I
tell you
think
had to
what I always
offer,
in
say,
a,
time.
in a
Time is the most important thing you can give someone.
and in the bigger
and if
picture,
you're
I
in,
feel like societally that's some of what's getting lost. With the whole disposable, and we get our meals through a window, drive-throughs, and like everything, stuff doesn't last and all that. Like part of what I do, part of the reason that I do what I do the way that I do it, by milling my own lumber, I have solar panels on my house. I make sure all the little scraps of wood go to some kind of use somewhere, somehow. It also has to do with trying to model better behavior. I don't have it all figured out, and I'm not perfect, but I think that a lot of the people that we work with are good models of how to run good lives, how to try to have an art career. And the more people you have doing that, the more gravity the art community has to the algorithm itself. right? So we are trying to buck the system by not using chaos and controversy and hatred and scandal to drive likes. We actually drive likes and views by trying to provide content, real, sincere, actual content of artists trying to do their shit. And I feel like that's offering something. I feel like we're all giving something of ourselves. The people that help make it happen, like Spurs and Laura and Chuck and Chip and blah 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 and Freak and others. But there's a part of me that feels like I owe them that. In the service when I had people under me, that's why I don't. That's part of the reason I don't gamble with my friends. Part of the reason I don't play practical jokes on my friends because I don't believe in betraying the trust of the people that trust me the most. It just feels awkward,
Word.
off to me. I don't do that. It's not how I operate. I had people growing up that did that shit all the time, and it's tiresome when you're on the receiving end of it. You never know what kind of day people are having. So
Right.
I know I operate a little weird. I know I'm a little different in the way that I do things, but part of it is because I sincerely give a shit about the people around me. I want Chad to get as many wins as possible. I want Ash to get as many wins as possible. I want all those other people we were talking about to get as many wins as possible. And I'm willing to put extra effort into making that happen. So I'm running out of patience for the people that come in there demanding a space in a place that they have no fucking stake.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. That's
But
just
anyway,
I just
thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
I feel like that it's worth protecting, and I also feel like that there's this thing on social media that there's not accountability. People will say things they don't say to you in real space, and Chad and I have seen that in real life. We've actually been in the same space with people that had shit to say, and they had nothing to say then. So the reality is, it's a different world on social media. People will say things that they normally wouldn't say, and they don't care. They'll go into somebody's live and just say something to get a reaction because that's all they know. That's how they get attention. They're grown ass adults that haven't unlearned attention seeking behaviors. And from my experience and my background, when you give anything to that, it just makes it a bigger monster. That's what it's looking for, is attention. So running out the door and then it's standing outside going, well, wait a minute. And
Yeah.
maybe they eventually make
Yeah.
a correction in their behavior.
I think that's
Chaos,
the
you're
thing.
right.
Surround yourself with people like that take turns talking and want to hear what you have to say. You know, I mean, if you surround yourself with somebody who's just trying to like talk over you constantly, maybe that's not the person you want to hang out with.
Yeah. Yep. I I enjoy the fact that we have a crew of people that are trustworthy.
Yeah.
I was telling Gin that earlier. Like, I have a couple of things in this art industry that I did not have in the music industry. And I never made it to the big superstar level, but I did some really cool shit that a whole lot of people will never ever get to do. But I was missing a couple of things that are, while they're only a couple of things, they're some of the most important things that you can have. And that is a crew of trustworthy people that have your back, and people that are further along and more experienced than myself that are willing to basically grab my hand, hold a lantern, and be like, this way, friend. Like in the music industry, I mean, yeah, you'd get that, but it was, little nuggets here, little nuggets there from different, big old huge superstars, but that's what you get. Like, there was never anybody that was like way bigger than myself that was like, dude, I'm not just gonna give you a nugget. I'm gonna light the way. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I've got I have those things now, and I feel like really, I don't know if blessed is the word to use, but like insert whatever word you want there. Like I'm extremely fortunate to have those things.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not only very aware of their presence, but I am aware because of what I've had to deal with in the past. I'm aware of the value. And I don't mean like a monetary value. I mean for like a personal level of my existence. These things are of great value to my reality, and I've just I think that's something that we finally got in this community. It's
Yeah.
I
Yes.
guess that was spurred off from her talking about it's hard being around people you don't trust, but music industry, I don't
That's
trust nobody.
brutal.
It's
Brutal.
bad. It's very brutal.
Have a good one, Uncle Noe. We love you, man.
Good night, Uncle
Oh,
Noy.
Uncle Knowing. Hey, I don't know if you saw my message, Uncle Knowing, but hit me up this weekend. I want to bend your ear for a sec.
Yeah, I
Cool.
mean,
Yeah,
I'm
just shoot
willing.
me a
I'm
text.
I'm willing to go extra and do things like in my shop that I wasn't necessarily otherwise going to do or wouldn't necessarily be excited about, except for I get to do, you know, sometimes collaborations with people because of that. It's amazing. Like it gives it a whole new meaning or a whole new purpose. Um,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like the I don't know the collaborative nature of it. Um, I truly believe that it gives us back equal ground against some competitors who have entire corporate systems behind them. And we like we've talked about privately, all three of us, Ash is in the same boat. There's galleries around here that I could be in, that I've been invited to be in, that I've went and had conversations with the people. I choose not to be in them. That's not my
Yeah.
people. Y'all are
Yeah.
my people. And I would
Yeah.
rather eat beans in the rain with y'all than caviar in a nice limo with some asshole. I just that's how I
My
feel
dude.
about it. And
Yeah.
my beans in the
Yeah.
rain with y'all, we'll have a laugh over that shit at least. And neither one of us are going
And
to
the
be pretentious
scrumptious ass
about it. We
beans.
might eat them with our pinkies up to laugh at ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
that's just how. I mean, I'm a working class guy, dude. I mean, and I don't have any media training other than in the Air Force. They were like, "Hey,
Posh beans.
when you go to this event, don't do these three things," or when I played rugby, the college would be like, "Okay, well, when you go to events, don't say these things," or something like that. But we're not media people. We're a bunch of old dudes that just like building stuff. Like we're not.
Here, you're right. That you said back a few things here. It says, from my perspective, the art community didn't have guides, but it doesn't have to stay that way. Um, that is making positive change in the world
Yeah.
by deciding to not only be a beacon like that, a guide, as it's worded there, but to stomp new grounds to do so. That's making a positive change in that,
Yep.
not only in that industry, but in the community, and
Yeah.
the ripple effect goes everywhere.
Yeah. Like you were saying a minute ago, it's like a guide, right? Well, I'll take you as far as I can go. And because we have such a good community, I might be able to point you to somebody who could take you further. And that's the thing, not to have the damn ego that you're like, no, only I. No, get rid of that shit. Get rid of it. It doesn't serve anybody any good. Make sure you've got the best interest of the person that you're trying to help, not your ego. Get rid of it.
That's a good point.
There is no I in team, but there is an A. And you see that little hole in there? That's me.
Yeah, and I think that the platforms that we're on, like this right here, provide a unique opportunity that didn't exist when we started our journey. And
Yeah,
so
dude, I didn't have to like get on a bicycle and ride anywhere for this.
right, but I would argue that in some ways that Gen X perspective, so to speak, maybe puts a little different spin on how we use social media. And I think that's a good thing because if we use it as an extension of our professional lives rather than an extension of our social lives, then we don't fall into some of the same social media traps.
Right.
And we kind of avoid some of that stuff, And yeah, you're right. Chaos from the jump street, from the time we were on these platforms, I looked at it like a tool, another tool in my shop. That's it, right? Like it's a means for me to communicate with people that I am interested in working with, essentially. And
Yeah.
it is secondarily a means to get eyes on the products that we make. But in my case, that isn't really that wasn't first and foremost because I had been doing what I was doing for so long before I came on the platform. So some people build their business around the platform. What we did was incorporated the platform into our businesses, so to speak. Um,
Yeah.
so there's different rules that
No,
we
it's,
go by. There's different things that we value in our lives, and for us, it's always getting work done. It's always actually getting some of what we're here to do done because it's what drives all
this
the
is
other stuff, the philanthropy stuff, and the any little bit we're able to do outside of that is driven by our careers.
yeah,
That's how it works.
my wife.
Like Ash, for example, has this creative side where he can show up. You never know, man. That dude's got puppets. He's got guitars. He's got hats. He's got
Got
whole
a glory
outfits.
hole.
He's got Look, dude. I mean, he's an entertainer. I mean, am I wrong? The dude is not just an artist. He's an entertainer. It's part of who he is. I don't know, Ash. Is that a fair assessment?
That's totally fair. I try to. I like to make people laugh. I like to entertain people. It's showmanship. I think that I picked up from like when I did music, that sort of thing. So it's 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 being the lead man basically of my own weird art show,
Yes.
comedy, whatever
Yes.
it is.
Yes. Yes. And every
Yes.
one of us are kind of like that roll together. We all kind of
Yeah,
have an appreciation for everybody else's vibe, but we're pretty grounded in what we do. We understand what we're good at. We're trying to expand it. We try new things and all that, but we all have a pretty good self-aware vision, I believe anyway, of, you know,
Yeah.
where we fit in. And I can't do what Ash and Chad do. It's just not in my nature. Sometimes it's just like I'm quick witted, but not in the same way, right? Like I have a drier, kind of more, kind of I don't know, sarcasticy kind of delivery.
and that's the thing. The differences make everything work. It'd
Yeah,
be pretty boring if we were all the same. It would
yeah,
get
it'd be real
old real
boring,
fast.
real boring.
Yeah,
Well, that's kind of what we're fighting against too. Is this push to make everybody the same, wherever it's coming from, whichever
yeah.
giant entity it's coming from. I'm not really one to be told what to do.
Me neither. Well, that's where we are all the same, right? Like, I
We're
don't
willing to
tell people.
cooperate and we're willing to give them
Yeah,
ourselves, but somebody's not
yeah.
just going to come in our space and start demanding we do some shit. Like, who the fuck are
I have
you?
one of my favorite pieces of artwork is a mule standing out in the field. I always think that's me. Some stubborn ass just standing out there not doing what somebody's telling them to do. I love that piece. It just makes it feel like me.
Yeah. And yeah, Kira, there is definitely not enough room. That would cause some kind of like trans-dimensional rip if there was more than one of any of us. You included, Kira.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
included.
Yeah. Yes.
It would just be bad. Now, there was that one time when Ash and I were going back and forth between dimensions, and there was 2 Ashes, but it was just momentarily. I mean, he offed that other one real quick.
Laura,
Yeah,
a crow.
Kira,
A
me
crow.
too.
You worried about us all being in Atlanta? What are you worried? Like, are you worried about somebody taking us out? What you worried about, Kira? What's I mean,
Like they won't let the entire government be in one spot at one time.
Ash and I are in our 50s.
Like,
Chad's young, so he can run, but I ain't running. They just going to deal with me.
I get about 5 steps and go, just do it.
Yeah, we just charging the magnetic field or something.
there could be. Could be. There's going to be all sorts of like crazy anomalies in the sky, and everybody's going to be
Hey guys, I got a real question though.
like,
Do you believe in reincarnation?
Do you have time to speak about our Lord and Savior Cornhusker's election? It's not what it looks like, Kira.
The
That
old
was great.
my one issue is supposed to be the most important thing in your life too, guy.
I know, right? Hold on, my friend. Amazon just pulled up with all that attention you ordered.
Yes.
I see you have the Prime account.
Do it. Yeah,
Oh, man.
so you're gonna flush backwards.
Well, you know that's what happens. You know, when you make $400,000 a year, man, you get all the fucking attention you want. I'm an important motherfucker.
That motherfucker was that dude, he came to a real number too, didn't he? Like a nice even,
Yeah.
like that's not too much, but it's like, dude, I don't think that hits like he thought it hit.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
Wow, really? All that? How do you afford your house?
Oh, man.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, he said, do your
Don't judge them
research.
by the
That brother
way
said, do your research. I know so and so. I don't know the person he referred to even. And I still haven't done my damn research. Do y'all feel like you're missing out on anything? Because I don't.
I got this big empty hole in my being.
Random guy.
No, it's
Impressive
no.
with
Mistake.
$400,000
Mistake.
salary. Now we're gonna take him seriously. Now we're gonna answer his question of whether or not we believe in what was it, reincarnation?
He put me in my place real fast, didn't he? It was like, yeah. I felt this big after that.
I know. Like I haven't been right since then. Like
Do we though?
dude destroyed my whole mojo.
Do we though?
Good Lord.
The Pixelated Dicks, man. That's another hit by the Pixelated Dicks.
At least that guy gave us something. You know, we
Yes.
can joke about that a lot.
He is definitely the source of our humor now and again.
God. Were you right before then? I don't understand, Chaos.
I'm not sure.
Oh no, I wasn't right before then either.
I'm not sure how to answer that.
Not after. I'm just worse. I wasn't right before, but I'm worse off now than I was before. In my last life. God dang.
Yo.
Should have answered by at the time of chimpanzees, I was a monkey.
Butane in my brain.
something another junkie.
Plastic eyeball. Spray paint the vegetables. Bathroom stalls with the beefcake pantyhose. Gary. Gary. Can't we possibly have Gary? Maybe Gary and I have been hanging out in life after life after life, Kira. It could have been switched. I could have been the goat last time around. I think that might have been what it was.
You might be on to some, homie.
Trade. Each reincarnation would just trade off.
Here's my question.
Like, dude, we're like in purgatory going, okay, who's gonna scoop the grain this time around?
Is it better to be you or Gary? It might be better to be Gary. He's got you to take care of him.
Dude, I feed him, he breaks stuff, I fix it. I feed him, he breaks stuff, I fix
I'm
it. I
telling
feed
you.
him, he breaks stuff, I fix it.
The rotation is Gary. Seems like it might be fun.
Do you believe in Gary Nation?
Gary Nation.
A duck in his past life.
Gary has a lot of he lives his best goat life out here on the farm. I tell you what, Laura, he really does. He wants for nothing. That's the truth. He is a very spoiled goat. And if you've ever seen the videos, except, damn it, Kira.
Except the trampoline. Kira, he has not come through with that trampoline yet, has he? He has not come through with that trampoline. That's facts, Kira. You're talking facts now.
Oh, man.
Don't forget to move around, Ash. I heard your
yeah.
ass get up last night. It sounded like you opened a bag of damn tater chips or something. Holy shit, dude! I was like, I was thinking to myself, I was like, is he all right?
I busted my knees so many times, it's not funny.
You good, bro?
Chad, that dude got up. He masked it good though. He masked it. He was a trooper. I heard he got up. I heard, and then I heard like, ooh, like, ooh. He barely let a little ooh. I was impressed. That was a whole lot of cracking for just a little bit of ooh.
That's why he's wearing the pirate hat. He's going to release the Kraken.
Yeah.
He might have a damn wooden leg, man. His leg might have fell off or something. It sounded rough.
Oh, that was his wooden leg checking. The tension finally snapped. Oh my God! What's up, T?
What up, T?
Mama T.
Made mischief. Usually, Laura, she's usually making a lot of mischief. That's why we love her.
Yes, yes, yes.
Woof. Woof.
Oh, I'm gonna get my old ass knees up and get some coffee real fast.
Oh, yeah.
Listen.
All right.
It cracked.
This
Chad,
reminds me of a semi-crude meme that I read once that my wife and I get a good laugh out of. It says, if her knees don't crack when she's on top, she's too young for you, homie.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh my goodness.
Well, oh no. Shh. Act natural, everyone.
Dude. There she is. There she is. No, hold on. I'll be right back.
Speaking of knees cracking,
Dude, Dude, I was creeping her from
Ladies
the
and gentlemen,
FYP right before the show, right? Like she was on live. Now here's the thing, SA. That's what that group that we put together on WhatsApp's for, so you could drop it on there. Hey, I'm about to go live if there's anybody that's interested. Like that's why it's over there. But at any
you can do
rate,
that kind of stuff there.
Severed!
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 Hey, Severed.
What's up, Severed?
Hail, hail!
You say
Hail, hail, the
SA was
gang's
there
all here.
too? Hey,
How did
Yes.
SA.
how did it go, SA? You were doing great
What
there.
that makes you crazy?
She was singing, she was dancing.
Well, get out of
She
here.
was
She was
all
not.
So
essaying.
hold
She
on.
was
So
like,
hold on. She's mute. She's mute on your show,
yeah.
but she could sing and dance and do all that stuff.
We
I
gave
get
her
it.
10
Was she
minutes
like
on
sea
the
walking
show.
or what?
We gave her 10 minutes and she did it on mute. Can you believe that shit?
Were you sea walking, SA? Is that what you were doing over there?
She was sea walking. Yeah. Yeah.
You guys heard about my friend SA Artistry?
She had a thirst trap going over there, man. She did. She had the music playing. She was
Damn,
dancing.
SA.
Did, didn't
Damn.
somebody call that a
Were you
sweaty
that
trap at some
entertained?
point?
I was very entertained.
What was that?
What'd you say, Ash?
I said, didn't you call that a sweaty trap at one point?
Yes, a sweaty women trap. Yes. Eve. I messed it up talking to Eve. Yes, Eve and I were talking. And she was talking about thirst traps. And I was like, yeah, what are those sweaty traps?
That
Because
sounds like a whole different subject, kid.
I'm fucking
It does.
stupid. That's why.
Oh,
The sweaty women.
The
catching
sweaty
y'all up in
women
a
trap.
sweat trap.
Yes, there's Eve. Yes, yes, sweaty women. Sweaty women.
Sweaty women.
Different thing.
That's
Totally
a
different.
whole different thing.
Oh mercy! Oh, I was so
Oh
embarrassed. My face
man.
turned. So we were talking on the phone, so she couldn't see it. My face is pretty red.
Oh my gosh. SA, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
So y'all, we have an opportunity. So I think we should take a vote. I was contacted by
I
Chip
don't know.
today. Chip
By who? Sorry?
76, our buddy Chip,
Uh-oh.
and he could be here in the shop the night of Tuesday, August the 5th. So the question is, do we want to do that? Then the next question is, do we make him the guest? Or the next question is, do we let him be the side co-host and we have a different whole ass other guest on and he's here at the shop and Rule lives close by. Do we want to reach out to Rule and see if he can stay up late one night and make it happen and do some kind of crazy spectacle? But it's going to be the week after Haley. Which
Oh, okay.
we also got to talk about that tonight too a little bit.
Who's Haley?
Yeah, who's that?
Thank you,
Hey, you too,
Chaos.
Chaos.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Make sure to
And
make sure to hit us up on the good old TikTok.
got you a follow. There you go. Following you.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
sure, for sure.
Right on.
Cool.
So we got the potential to have Chip here in person at the shop. Here by here, I mean here at the Gin shop. And then the other thing, next week we got Haley. And
Welcome to the Gun Shop.
I know there was a lot of talk about canceling it. But I think we should go on. I think we should do the show.
Cancel all.
You still think we should cancel it, Chad?
All of it. Cancel everything.
Right on.
If it's cancelable, it should be canceled.
Oh boy. We're teasing Kira. Haley was in here. We've been messing with her for a couple days. We've been, as you notice,
Just messing.
Ashman doesn't know who Haley is. We're having to explain that, but we thought she was in here. She was in here a little while ago. And sometimes we give her the business here lately.
We're just trying to get her all fired up.
Yeah, we just getting. Don't worry, ladies. We're just teasing. Uh,
She
uh.
came in and told them all.
I know.
She's like,
I
they over
know
there
that was
doing the Little
the-
Orbit Lounge, and they
She
talking shit.
she always tell on me. Like she's my leak. It's okay. If you know who the leak is, at least you know.
That's right.
Oh, she's awesome. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Bing.
matter. So the other question is, do we want to get somebody to MC for Haley's show? My thought was maybe reach out to Danielle because Danielle goes to bed earlier than all of us, and she could be right there right at the beginning of the show since she's the one that came on and introduced, or she came on and made it possible. She did her interview with Haley included in it, and then we did Haley's interview, and Danielle was there with her. So it kind of made a logical sense to me if she was willing to
Sure.
do it.
Yeah.
You like that, Ash?
That sounds very good. Yeah.
Reach out to Danielle, have Danielle be the MC for Haley, announce Haley, and then Haley doesn't get to participate in the first 30 minutes. We do it like we normally do it. And then at 9:30, we have somebody bring Haley up, Moose or one of the gang, bring Haley up. SA, if you're able to, we would like you to be there. And one of the things that was discussed is we each take like a segment of
Oh
30 minutes or
no!
something. Mondo, what's up, brother? The other,
Hey, Mondo.
there's probably other ways to handle it too, but one of the ideas was to bring up some people that have had experiences. Like, for example, I don't want to tell on SA, but this is one of the reasons I am a
You
100%
listening?
pro SA. When we were having Haley on the show, SA video called Haley with me, and we walked through making that happen. And then when we started that mod group, Haley's always been a mod, but we had to share some information in that mod group that was a little harder. And
Yeah.
SA and I, again, SA was willing to go with me, and we went and did a video call with Haley. And Haley opted not to have that information. She opted not to be in that group so that she wouldn't necessarily know some of the things that were going on. But we always want her to be included because she's an original G. But that would be even, yeah, Laura Jane. A while back, I had a group on WhatsApp, but it's still there. We just don't really use it. This one's kind of replacing it. For most of the mods that were for the GEN project, there was a group. A similar thing that we just started. Um, at any rate, so it seems to me like it would be funny if Haley couldn't participate in that first 30 minutes, and then we brought her up, and then part of that time would be bringing people up to say some words about Haley, people that we knew, of course, like SA could talk about her experiences. Danielle could MC, and then during that MC session, talk a little bit about her experiences, get the thing kind of going, and then it would be us for 25 minutes or so until Haley comes on. Now
Yeah.
we need to decide what we want to do with that time. I don't think on that particular day. Now circumstances be damned, because we do what we need to do. But that day we might not want to talk about serious shit. We might want to keep it light and fun and and that kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
just a suggestion, but. We
Yeah.
would want to decide whether we want to have a highlight artist, or if we want to just do that first 25 minutes ourselves. And then when it comes time, and that's when we would do, like we were talking about, all the shout outs. And, mostly this week would be the people in this group, the people in the WhatsApp group that we just started. Shout them out as much as possible. If they all give us their time and their information and all that, and then we'll spend the whole fucking 25 minutes giving that information out. Now we got Ashes. I put mine in there. Hopefully some other folks will put theirs in there, and we can talk through all of that stuff for that first bit. Maybe even kind of talk a little bit about each of those people and hey, here's why you should go check them out on when they're on or whatever. And it doesn't matter to me if anybody has a time that is the same time as mine. I don't mind at all. Come to my live. Let's just the show where we're interviewing somebody on Tuesday night and let people know that you're about to go live. We try to trade them off.
Yes.
We try to pass them off to folks when we're able to, even if it'll just get them a couple people in their live. Every little bit helps.
CSA's comment.
You can be there if you can be first. All right. So
You always get first with this and first or
you'll be the 9:30 spot then, SA. You'll come up first, 9:30. Danielle will do the emceeing at 9 o'clock and introduce everybody and introduce Haley as the featured guest. If she'll do it. If not, then we might have to move SA to do that too, or Severed or somebody or something, but we'll figure it out.
Laura, is she going to talk to us that day?
I don't know. And I'm open for suggestions. If anybody, we want it to be a special day for Haley. I think to some degree, us just making it about Haley will be a special day for Haley. But I don't want to slack on it either. Just because of that, I still want to put together a good show. And anyway.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So Ashman.
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts on what we should do for the show? Like for example, Haley's really into theater. Is there anything we can do with that? I'm not a theater guy. I don't know. I'm not even sure what the hell that means. Help a brother out. I was playing football and shit. My bad. I didn't know.
That's what I was thinking, is that she loves Disney, and I was going to ask her some Disney stuff, and kind of hang out and maybe do some voices for her and stuff like that, and ask her who her favorite ones were, and what her favorite movies are, and just kind of get into the Disney aspect that she loves.
Ooh, I like that, man. Right on.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we want to talk about her Diamond Dot art. Talk about her show.
Yeah.
Dresses Disney.
Talk about how her business came upon or came to be.
I'm gonna try to find some purple nail polish and see if I can get my wife to help me paint my nails purple and do the middle one, or is it the one next to the middle one with the heart on it?
Yeah, the ring finger.
So we can all flip her
You guys
off
do
with
that. I'm gonna do this one.
All right. So I will.
We were supposed to do that one.
I am gonna try to do that. I don't know if that's silly or not, but she would probably laugh at me if I had nail polish on. So as long as she's laughing and happy, that's the point.
Yes. Which one do they embody?
Oh shit! I don't know them. I don't know a lot of them, so I don't know. Is there a redneck one? Is there like a bumpkin ass princess drives around in a whole ass truck?
I just found a test. I shall send it on. Which Disney princess am I?
Ash is brave. Ash is brave.
You can be Ariel, man. Down by the sea and stuff.
Okay, I'm in.
Get to hang out in the water.
Marita from Brave. Marita from Brave. I'll have to look that up.
We'll take it. I'll take that afterwards. Yeah.
Yep. Laughing, so we all get the same notification. You'll look like me if you choose that one. Oh my.
Again, Snow White. I'm sleeping all the time. You get it much. Heard that, Mondo.
Yeah,
Heard that.
Mondo.
I'm on it, man. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm trying. I got the Tubies and everything, man. The Tubies and the. I'm trying to work my way. I got to see them a whole. Man, look, I just got to see the Mandalorian, the whole series, and I got to see the Yoda one, the little mini Yoda. What's Yoku? That little
I
dude.
haven't seen those yet.
Grogu.
Grogu, yeah, that dude. That was a cool one too.
Ask Kaylee to give you a Yes, you could definitely do that.
I thought they were good too.
I haven't watched those yet. I
Ooh,
probably
ask
need to do
Kelly to give a
that.
recap. Ask Kelly to give a recap. Y'all keep the ideas coming. The better it is for her, the better. Like a recap of her experience, you mean? No friends with woodland creatures, hangs out with dwarves and ducks and sings. Chad is
Elsa.
Elsa. All right, Chad is Elsa.
My daughter would appreciate that.
Chad equals Elsa. Okay, help me with that. Who is Elsa?
Frozen.
Oh, okay, Frozen. I got you. Disney
Disney movie recap.
recaps. Oh,
What
ask
do you
Kaylee to give
do?
recap of Disney movies. Of Disney movies. That's a great idea.
I have to tell myself that all the time, Kira. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah, we thought we got escape. We thought we escaped that with our kiddo because she was born after. No, we had to go through all the Frozen phase, and Frozen 2, and all the side quest movies. And see, the cold. I hate being cold. That's why that's ironic.
Ask Kaylee which princess we are.
Yes, she would. Yeah. Yes, she was. She has been doing Olympic swimming. We need to ask her what all has changed in her life since the first time she was on the show.
That's a good question.
What has changed since last time on the show? What has changed since last?
It's hot. I think I'm becoming a sweaty trap. Being a mod and being an announcer, yeah.
Gig can be Elsa and Chad can be Olaf. Right. He's the main little character guy, dude. He's the little dude.
He's a little snowman. Yeah, I can be a snowman.
Isn't Elsa the one with red hair?
Elsa? No, blonde.
Blonde? Which one? Ariel.
Ariel's the one.
Ariel's the one that looks like Kira. I got you. That's Ariel. All right.
Rapunzel, Ariel,
Anna.
kind of a. That's
Chad could be Rapunzel and just let his beard down.
Rapunk ass, let down your gray beard.
I can tell you how to build the table or build a jet engine. I damn sure can't tell you the princesses from Disney, though. I'm not worth a shit in that category, y'all. If we go on the trivia thing and they ask me that question, we're screwed. Name 3 Disney princesses. I'd be like Snow White and 2 of the dwarves. I don't know.
Snow White and 2 other ones.
Have a
Oh
Disney
man.
trivia game, right
Yeah.
on. I know some of the older stuff, man. Is Jungle Book Disney?
Yep.
Yeah.
The original
Yeah. I think
Mowgli, I liked
actually
that
he
when I was
did.
a kid. I liked that one. And Dumbo, that was a good one. I'm dated, man. I'm dated.
I think you just picked 2 movies that don't have princesses.
Did I? Yeah. I like all the little
You'd be like,
dwarves in Snow White.
Chad.
Yeah. I like Snow White. I like that story. It's got the little 7 little dwarves, man. They all got their own flavor. It's dope. I think it's cool.
Bambi, Thumper, and Flower. Oh yeah.
Call me
Yes.
Flower if you want to.
Yes. Yes. All right.
Well,
So,
I mean, technically though, dude from MASH is a Disney princess too. Didn't they buy MASH? Didn't Disney
oh,
buy
wow.
that? I mean,
Are you
Oh,
talking
why
wow.
about
could be
Klinger?
Klinger?
Klinger. I love that guy.
My favorite Disney princess.
Klinger from MASH. Yeah. Say that shit enthusiastically. Yeah.
Yeah, Klinger from MASH, yo. Love that guy. Right, Eve?
Yes, Klinger was
Excellent.
awesome. Yes.
Yeah, they bought a few things that brought new Disney princesses, and they probably didn't think through real well. Y'all, hey,
She,
essay, you shut your mouth.
she,
You shut your mouth, essay.
I got Bell on the quiz. Heard that. Hey, she really likes that Lilo and Stitch movie too, doesn't she?
Oh yeah.
Lilo and Stitch. And another thought that I had was, I don't know, we could talk a little bit about like um, her show and playing games on her show, and I don't know, I don't know. I'm always leery about that. I just I want to be super supportive, but I want to make sure it stays about her, if that makes sense. And I don't always know how to thread that needle, so sometimes I just think it's better to keep my mouth shut than to put my foot in it. So, uh, but I think you get the sentiment. I think you understand what I'm going for here.
Yep,
Like,
we got this.
well, no, I mean, when we how much do we? I guess how much, for example, do we want to promote her Diamond Dot business versus how much we just want to kind of simply promote her? You know what I
Her.
mean? Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Follow her lead, homie. Whatever she's having fun with. But
Yep.
Right on. Well, you got an order from her, right, Chad? You actually have something in hand.
yeah, I have the only commission piece she's ever done.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
right on.
her the other stuff follows. Yeah,
Yeah, Enigma. That's kind of what I was thinking too. Like her Diamond Dot business seems to like. Here's an example. She asked me long ago about doing something. So I found a company that made a Diamond Dot thing that took one of my images, and we were going to do one with Chad too at the time. And at the time, the conversation was it was something she wanted to do, and we were just kind of trying to make it happen. But once she got it, it seemed like it felt like maybe there was too much pressure on it or whatever, like
overwhelming.
It was, oh yeah, yeah. So we just don't mention it. We just don't bring it up, for example. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, Kira.
so I was really glad to see that you were able to, to order an item and all of that happened. You know what I mean? So that is
Yeah,
a
well,
that is a lot of growth too, I think. Yeah.
it's
So
also something that she does all the time too. So the commission I ordered, it was something that she had already done a handful of.
right, 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 right.
Yeah, Kira, she sure does. She
Yes.
sure does.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So
Oh,
and the other reality is, from my experience over the past couple of years, it's almost been 2 years on here on TikTok. Um, I have watched people try to use Haley, like as a prop, basically. And she would be out there shouting them out, talking about their show, all excited and stuff. And then when she shows up to the event, they don't want nothing to do with her. So
yeah. That's
yeah,
when it's
Eve. Yeah,
convenient.
yeah, for sure, Eve. We'll hit Ezra up and remind him. He usually pops in the Again Project show. At least. He don't always come in the chat, but I usually see him up in the thing. But I will definitely. That's right. I'll
If
remind Ezra. Remind Ezra.
yeah,
That's a
if
good
there's
point.
a handful of us, if we're on, he's there, whether he's in the chat or not. So
Make me grumpy if that happens. Let's see, Kira. That'll make. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, Kira.
Yeah, me too. Me too, Kira. And then there's also the person that tries to help that really doesn't have a good grasp on how to do that. So it sometimes lands wrong. And I try to give people the benefit of the doubt there too. If you're
Yeah,
sincerely trying to, if your heart's in the right place but your execution is not good, sometimes that's forgivable. You know what I mean? In my world anyway. But there are some cynical people out there that just oh well, I mean that's some of the accusations that have been levied at Chad or I or probably Ash over time is that we spend so much time around certain people for alternative reasons, because what else have we got to do?
I'm like, I don't have time for alternative reasons, you bastards. Like, I don't have time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I don't understand. Right, right. Well, so I think basically just having her on the show and loving her on her for an hour and a half, maybe having a little fun with her. That's the other thing that I think is beautiful, y'all, is that we have a rapport. She's such a part of the show and everything that we can kind of kid around, and she knows that we're kidding around. And
Oh,
that
I talk mad shit.
and that's growth. That's growth. That's a cool thing.
Yeah.
That's cool. So. Yeah,
Well, something I think a lot of people don't realize when it comes to her is if you speak to her when she's typing, it's a it's a different level of communication,
yeah,
and she's
yes,
a lot more like other folks than a lot of people realize.
yep.
And a lot of people want to write off, and that's not necessarily the case. I don't
Well,
know how to word that properly.
I think it's
I
fair
got
to
one too.
say that all of us want her included and try to find ways to include her because we like her being a part of the team and we care about her. And she is one of us. We promote her show.
Yes.
We try to tease her out. I personally, yes, y'all. Yeah, she calls me Big Brother sometimes. I do in a lot of ways see her as a little sister. I'm 54 years old. It would make sense that I would see her as in that capacity. But um, that still doesn't give me the right to determine her destiny. It is up to her, and all I should do is try to facilitate her happiness if I'm able to in some small way. I'm not
Yep.
her program coordinator. I'm not a support coordinator anymore. I don't run a practice anymore. I don't do any of that shit anymore. She's my friend, and she's one of the people that work on the Gen Project show. And she should be
That's
respected as
exactly
such.
what she needs. She needs friends that work with her.
Yeah.
That's what she needs. And that's what she gets with us. I mean, of course, we have a layer of protection, but I think we all do that to a level with each other anyway.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you guys look out for
Don't
me.
mess with
Yeah,
my
for
friends. Don't
sure.
mess with my family.
Yeah.
Don't,
Well,
period. Like, full stop.
true story. Chad, true story for Chad too. I have people blocked because of the way they've treated Haley. They never did shit to me, but they treated Haley poorly. I have people blocked because of the way they treated Ashman. Never did shit to me, so to speak, but I also have people blocked because they were shitty to Eve. I have people blocked because they were shitty to Chad. The people that were shitty to me, most of them I don't even have them blocked.
Each and every one of us have our own personality, and we each pay attention and cater to that for each other. And it's no different.
Yeah.
Yeah. She is one
We're
of
going to watch
us.
out for our own.
Of us.
One of us, right?
But I
I think
really
that's the most beautiful thing.
I love to see her. Like we were lucky enough to be along for the ride and watch as she, had T-shirts made, and then she had that backdrop, and then she has the show, and then
So
it started
awesome.
out. It started out with Danielle co-hosting. Kiki actually had the idea to bring people on to help her co-host to get her rolling, and that's what we did. And most of the people involved here did a co-host with her, and then she
Yeah.
decided. Now here's the other thing. You can't put too heavy a workload on Haley. You know, what? How do I word this?
Can't overwhelm her.
Say again.
But we're all that way. Can't overwhelm her.
Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, that's all. And we all have that certain threshold. Um,
Yes.
you know what I mean? So I also try to be mindful of that. I don't know that I'm always successful, but I try to be mindful of that. Ashes.
Well,
We
we
all
also
do.
push each other's threshold to make sure that we're experiencing growth too. We all
Yeah.
do that for each other.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like the 4 box thing that I talked about because I can't hear too many people talking at the same time. It gets to me and overwhelmed, and then it becomes an issue.
Me too,
So
brother.
yeah, we all have those things.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely get overstimulated and having too many people talking, like, it's a lot.
Yeah.
And for me, being on camera, for example, is you kind of got to be on, right? There's certain things that we don't talk about on there. There's certain things that that you got to kind of have that filter on, and
Yeah.
and so that can be distracting in and of itself. But when I'm on with you guys, and we got Eve rolling with us, or Mondo's there, or Law, any of the folks, including then you got like Spurs or Laura or both roaming in the chat. I mean, we've been doing this long enough now. I can report. I mean, I know. Like there's certain key players of y'all that when I'm around you, my brain will switch gears and allow me to do what I need to do. There are other times when there are certain people in that mix that my brain is switching back and forth. I need to keep an eye on this person. I need to do what I got to do, and you know what I mean. And that's
Mhm.
part of this process that Chad and I have kind of gone through too, long term. Is we kind of had to evolve how we did things. Like literally, we started out being able to spend a lot more time kind of hanging out type thing. But I was literally in a cast, couldn't walk. didn't have much of a choice. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
um, now we don't have that option. Like Chad and I were talking about that today on this platform. We like having a footprint on this platform. We feel like it's a good idea tactically. Um, uh, but on the other hand, you can't like put content on here. So the only way to build up a crowd on this one is to be consistently on this platform. So we just got to take the trade off, right? Like keep our foot in the door, keep trying to, do this. I think this is also um, sharing in the community, like having people just literally in on the conversation when we're planning some of this stuff, some of the shows and some of the things, having them actually be able to have an input into what we do and decisions that we make. I think it'll just make us better because we can work through that without getting hung up on every little one thing everybody says. And it doesn't become like a ego trip kind of thing. We're just trying to figure out the best way to have a good show with Haley. Right? And then the next week we try to figure out the best way to have the best show with the next person. That's for my situation. That's kind of the mission. Um, Ash, man,
Except for Kira and Nessie.
Ash, your shows, man, are getting a following, dude. Again, not that you didn't have one, but I mean, like in that conversation of kind of restarting and the Ashman's Basic Art Show and all of that, dude. It's a thing. Uh,
Yeah.
Ashman's Basic Art Show is a thing, bro. I like, holy shit,
Oh,
you're the man,
well,
bro.
man, you and Eve really help, man. It's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Like
I
a
don't.
variety show, yeah. I like variety shows. I grew up with variety shows. It's like one of those things that I
You're good.
absolutely love. I like having different segments and different things to do.
You're so good at it, man. You're so good at it. It's a lot of fun, dude. It's cool. It's It allows you
Important
to play
time to
with that
share.
other part of you. You know what I mean? Oh,
Yeah,
I heard that. I heard it. Yeah, I did hear that. Sorry.
yeah. But Saturdays, I do like that story time. That's fun.
Right on. And Chad, when he does go live, that's interesting. You know what I mean? Like the stuff he's carving, the stuff he's doing is dope, man. I haven't seen the Holly piece in a while. I've kind of been missing out on that.
I got I got sidetracked. I'll come back around to it. I
Yeah.
got
You're
It
not
sidetracked.
you're
happens.
not still throwing it to the floor, are you?
Oh God. That footage, that content you made from that was hilarious, dude. Oh
Your
my God.
face, man, your face was priceless. I was like, Jesus.
Oh, dude. Like I'm pretty sure I ripped a spot out of the leather on my work stool out there, like a little starting piece of
Fucker.
material.
A little starfish shaped
Starfish
piece of
killer.
material.
Gone. It was just yeah, dude. I was
uh,
yes. My soul did leave my body for a second. Like I really expected to look down and see toothpicks and be like, "Well, that was cool while it lasted." I mean,
Man.
let's just start that whole process. No,
Oh,
I think if I got that far into it and it just splintered, I would probably just, at least for quite some time, would just have to move along. We'll come back around to that someday. I think that's probably what would have happened. I'd have been like,
Severed.
luckily it didn't break.
Severed is supposed to be doing the run up to the event. We also need to
Mm-hmm.
kind of quickly have some conversations about whether any of us are going to do any lives or anything because we got to get that into Ezra. He's got to have enough time to turn it in and all that. If we're gonna do any of that, we gotta here in the next week or two. We gotta figure that out. It just occurs to me.
I
SN
plan on
I'm sorry, go ahead, Chad.
day before making. Yeah, I plan on the day before. I mean, it won't get released that day, obviously, but I'm going to be doing a lot of snippets for content
That's what I'm
on
doing.
Friday. I'm going to be like constantly talking about where I am, what we're doing, what's happening.
Right on.
That way I can go back through and
Like we
make
did
little
in
bits and pieces.
Colorado, just take little videos here and there, and okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I still got stuff
Well,
from that we can drop too. Damn,
dude, I have a ton from that.
I
I
just
have a ton. You know what we have not released? I don't think we have. Correct me. We
any
have
of those
not released the
interviews.
moment that you and I met because
I
that's
don't think so.
on video.
I don't think so. I don't think we released any of that
We have all of that. So we'll have to
I
dig
thought you
into
were going to
that.
say hotel footage.
yet.
We
I,
can't put content over here. You want to see that, kid? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
oh man,
You know, the only thing, is like I come down escalators. That's kind of an overdone thing now. But I'd like to get you through the first hour and Chad the second.
okay, whatever you want. It's your gig. Whatever you want. You mean like on
I'm
your
on it.
live essay? She's building her account up now, Chad. We won't have that problem that we had, we were talking about before, which is she wasn't using her live. So
Like
there wasn't going to be, she's over 5,000 too. She rolling.
we can run multiple lives at a time.
Rolling. Yeah.
As
Yeah.
long as like there's enough of us standing around to where somebody can be handling like the lives, and then if somebody needs like hypothetically if Ashman is on the lives and then somebody needs to talk to Ashman, there needs to be somebody there to take over so Ashman can just turn around immediately without hesitation and take care of whatever is right there in the immediate.
Yeah. All of us that are showing up, I think, are probably showing up with the attitude to be supportive of whatever, doing what we can
Heck
to
yeah.
help make the event the best it can for essay, to keep the focus on essay as much as
Yes.
possible.
SA, are you wanting us to take, you wanting Gen and I when you said first hour, second hour, are you wanting us to take your phone and do your live?
How about
Or are
if I
you
just
wanting us to run a live from ours? Or we could do both.
I sent
Just
her an
saying. We could
invite just in
run.
case. She may not be able to come up, but I sent her an invite. There you go. She can
Hey,
just tell
look at
us.
that.
Just give us her
Oh,
orders. I got a piece of paper. Uh,
Hear me? Can you hear me?
uh.
You still can.
Oh, we can hear bits and pieces.
Unbelievable.
no, really, it's okay. Take all the time you need, SA.
I saw it do something. Nope.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Turn up the volume.
Me?
Dis-
Can
distant
you
and muffled.
can you hear me? Hold on.
Quiet.
Hold on.
There you go. Put down the sandwich.
Put down the knife. I heard a laugh crackle through it. A little bit.
There she is. There she is.
Hold on.
There she is.
Oh,
Hold on.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for you tonight here on the Orbit
Once
Lounge.
again, we got SA Artistries on, and she won't talk to us. So three strikes, you're out. I guess we're gonna have to move on to the next regularly scheduled.
Can you hear
All
me?
right, next caller,
Wait,
please.
wait, I heard her.
Okay.
I heard her.
Can you hear me now? Can
Yes,
you hear me now?
yes.
Oh, oh my gosh. Hi.
You got better.
Chad is making the little Hold
There's that giggle.
I heard that.
on. My
I heard my name. It was probably followed by curses.
Say my name, say my name.
Say my
you
name. Say my name.
I can kind of
And
shame.
Yes,
if you hate me.
it is. Oh,
Hey, I think she's there. My love.
this is full crap.
I heard
Yes.
that.
Yes, you're
Loud and
right.
clear.
We need to get this fixed before you're live for your solo show.
Oh, this is. I'm on my backup phone. That's why.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, as long as we won't have this problem when it matters.
No, no, this is my backup phone.
So what are your orders now that you have us, boss?
Um, yeah, I didn't know if Eve or Ash wanted to do anything at all. Um, Afterwards or during or the day before. But I'm just leaving that open for y'all. If you would like to do something, that'd be great, but no pressure. You don't have to do anything. You can just I'm just happy that you are both showing up, and
This isn't
that is
looking
enough
good
for
for
me.
us, Chad.
But Chad and Gin, yeah, y'all are working.
She just
We got to
paroled.
work for our dinner, homie.
What just happened is she just pardoned Ashman. That was a pardon that you just saw
Yep.
happen.
Yep.
She just pardoned
Yep.
Ash,
Ashman and Eve.
Ash and yeah. So,
Okay.
but yeah, Gin and Chad, y'all are hitting the ground running.
Okay. All right. All
We
right.
keep our flaps greased just for this such occasion.
No, I think it would be great if uh I'm kind of debating. My live's gonna be going from 3:30 to 6:30 straight through.
Right on.
Okay.
Um I think that it'd be better for you guys to have your own live, like you did in Colorado. And maybe, like I said, the first hour, like from 6 to 7, Gin be on his own live. And you can, I mean, you can both. My phone's gonna be like in the corner set up, and I'm gonna go
Stationary.
visit. Yeah, every once in a while, it's gonna be set up when I'm still setting up and getting ready for everybody to come there. And then that also gives me time to kind of warm it up before 7, I'm sorry, before 4, um, when the actual show starts. So from 4 to 6. So I'm sorry. So like I'm getting my times mixed up. I apologize. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is Gin be on for the first hour of the show from 4 to 5, and then
Okay.
whatever your name is right there, Chad.
A hole. Fine.
I'm sorry. I'm so tired, and I really need to be in bed.
Get a meme.
Chad, second hour, and then I'll still be on like 30 minutes after, just everybody kind of us in the parking lot, kind of all together, and
Yeah.
wrapping it, kind of all of us in a nice little circle, and we can do what, as involved as you want to. Who's gonna look for puzzle
That's a
pieces?
good
Oh yeah,
point. That's a good point. Maybe the answer to that is as a group, we all just kind of try to help keep an eye on. To
Keep
my
eye.
understanding, she's going to post it up somewhere. So anybody that sees the puzzle piece pop up, go ahead. You know what I mean? Maybe as a
yeah,
group, that can be one of the things we just decide to
Yeah.
pay attention to.
that would be that would be great. And any of us at any time can go up to that camera and talk to the folks and talk, and I'm trying to see who I might like to sit in there as a host. Um, but you know what who would be perfect? I think Lady Shine would be perfect to host that.
Right on.
So I'm gonna talk to
Could
her
be on something.
and see if she would like to host it. So she can just kind of watch it and talk to everybody that's in there, tell everybody what's going on and
Spit
that kind
on
of
it,
stuff.
Jesus.
That's right.
Oh,
So I'm gonna ask her to see if she would she would host it, I think that would be great. Um, I think her vibe would be just what I'm looking for. And she's just really entertaining and talented and beautiful and all that kind of good stuff. So, and I know that she would love to be here too. So,
All
so
right,
yeah, let's
I love it.
do that.
Severed has a question for you, SA.
Trevor, do you want me to keep the pregame till 4? Um, you can, honey, but that's a long time. And if you can just do like the 2:30 to 3:30, that would be great too. Like, um, I'll leave that one up to you because that's a really long time to be on, and that's a lot of energy. So,
Yeah.
um, and I'll have to start it. I mean, because I've already told Ezra that my time, my slot is 3:30 to 6:30. I have to warm 3:30 up too. So it's really going to be probably more like 3:15 when I actually start it, just so that I can warm it up.
Yeah.
So, Severed, I mean, that would be till 4, that would be 45 minutes into my live. So you can stop whenever you want to, honey. I'm just happy that you're doing, that first hour leading up. So I'll let you make that call.
She did such a good
Yeah.
job,
Just
man. She did such a good job your last event. I remember driving in. One of my best. That was a great time. But we were driving into town, the wife and we were listening to Severed's broadcasts or her live. It was dope.
Mhm.
Like she had done her homework, man. Like she knew some shit. Like she had it dialed in.
Yeah, she did a fantastic,
Right, Eve?
phenomenal.
She slayed it. Yeah, she did.
And I did the same thing when I was on my way to the show because I don't drive to my shows. My husband drives because I'm already there, guys. I'm already there.
She's fired
And
up.
yeah, I was listening to her on the drive in and she did so good. And guys, she prepared herself, like she for real studied everything I gave her, and we're working together now. She came up with some amazing questions for me to answer regarding the show. So her dedication and just her commitment is just so appreciated, and
Hell yeah.
her just doing it for me for this show, that's enough. Like, so thank you, mommy. Thank you, Severed.
Well, can I just say, SA, we mess with you a lot. We pick on you a lot. But I would just like
a
to
little
point
bit.
out that Chad and Ash and Eve and Chip and Stitch and Rule are gonna be there. And that says a lot
Got
about
you.
you. That says a lot about you, SA. That these people all believe in you for good reason. Um, you're worth it. Uh, we're so proud of you. We're stoked. It's like we were talking about with Techie. It's like, one of the good guys is getting a win kind of thing. And we want to do everything we possibly can to get the most out of it for you, to the best experience possible.
um, I appreciate all of you, and I don't think that I could ever really express how excited and honored I am for all of you to take so much time and just dedicate so much effort and energy because I it's not cheap for
You
one.
you gave
And
Chad a swarm of cicadas. What are you supposed to do? You gave him a whole damn swarm of cicadas. You saw how excited that dude was. I got 2 T-shirts
everyone that's
and a bunch of
seen it,
stickers. We're
I
bribed.
I
She bribed us, y'all. True story. She bribed us. She bribed us.
Vibes. All
It was
vibes.
bribery. It was bribery.
it's all part of the contract, guys. Signed it with blood. But yeah, I'm really gonna try not to cry that day, but it's not gonna
Oh,
happen.
you gonna cry. You gonna cry more than once, probably.
Yeah,
He's coming for the food. No, it's
okay.
the boy.
They're gonna. gonna be good.
So is there gonna be like okay, so Chad is rolling in.
You guys hear my dog drinking?
Are you gonna be picking him up and are y'all gonna be going to Midtown after that? Is that where we're supposed to meet y'all? Um uh do we have a plan on that yet? And you may not want to talk about any of it publicly because we don't want everybody to know what SA's movements are because she'll be busy. So
Yeah, yeah, no, Friday, Friday I can pick you up. We can all, especially during that time. Um, yeah, 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 before lunch, it won't be as busy. You know what I mean? And then we can get out of Atlanta and head down to the shop, to the gallery, and get there before like rush hour. Friday rush hour, we don't want any part of that.
right,
So,
right.
so again, if you can meet us, I don't know if you wanted to meet us Midtown, or if you just wanted to meet us at the gallery a little bit later, like maybe for lunch.
Well,
Like
we
maybe we can go to.
so that was our options. Like, one option would be that I come down in the morning and meet y'all because Chad was kind of talking about getting some copy downtown with your banners in Midtown and all that, and maybe trying to hit a gallery or two or three or whatever. Um, the complicating factor on my end, and it's not y'all's problem, is the reason I'm bringing my dogs is I need to take care of my dogs. So that's why we,
Sure.
in part, rented a house. So she could come later in the afternoon because check-in is at like 3 or 4. So we're in a kind of a limbo period for a while there. If we're going to be going doing something that requires, um, time and attention, then she could come later. That would just mean we would just have to have 2 vehicles there at the time, and that's fine and all that or whatever. Or if it was like we're going downtown to do pictures and stuff like that anyway, then if it was a situation like where me and SA were the last time, then my wife will be there. We can trade off, We got a car, we can work it out. But at any rate, um, so would you rather me
I was
just
just
show up? Would you rather me just show up early and then she comes later? That would simplify everything.
Again, that's up to you. I'm not gonna make a decision for y'all to bring 2 cars. I wouldn't
yeah,
bring
man.
like
All right. Well, I just
I'm
don't want it to be a drag for y'all. I don't want my bullshit to be a drag for y'all. Is what I'm trying to make sure I don't do.
like despite what you may think, me and Chad are gonna have fun without you. It's okay. You don't have to be there for us to have fun.
I don't know that I
We
trust y'all
might get
together.
by.
Play. No, again,
We probably shouldn't.
I would love to do everything together, but if you can't make it till later, like
Yeah,
don't
dude.
cars, man. That's a lot of gas. And your old crippled ass can't drive anyway. Let your
I,
wife
I
drive you.
drove last time,
That's don't do it
or
again.
the first time. I drove the first time.
I don't mean you need to do it again.
All right.
Again.
Whatever.
Save some
Yeah,
money.
I just
Save
wanted to
some
go down there.
paintings,
Well,
okay?
I
The
want to
money
get I want to get pictures with Chad in Midtown, and if that's when y'all are going down there, then
I think I think if you want to see them during the day, like I wouldn't go to Midtown during the night, but like that would probably be the best time. Right before lunch, that would be the best as far as traffic
and then
goes.
like you said, get out of there. Then get out of there and get wherever we're going for.
If we're in Midtown, like if you want to go back to that pho place that we went to, we can go there and eat lunch and then go to the gallery. Um,
How
Chad,
many?
if you want to go to other galleries, that's fine too. Like there's some like
I've
there's
just never
art.
been to Atlanta,
Yeah,
and I just wanted to go check out some cool galleries. Maybe have a fistful of cards. Press some palms. You never know. Especially if I got somebody that might know their way around. That area.
how long are you staying? You're
I'm
leaving.
sorry.
Are you leaving Sunday morning?
Yeah.
Mm, okay. considering time and it being a Friday afternoon, that's the only thing that the issue is traffic.
Yeah,
So something might be 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes away, but Friday afternoon traffic,
suddenly becomes 4 hours away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it can. So,
Well, that's the thing about her picking you
I
up. If she can go from her spot and pick you up from the airport at 10 o'clock, then she misses all that craziness and gets you out of there before all that happens.
yep. Um,
Do you think that would give us enough window to go there and check anything out?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, because
Cool.
if you're landing at 10,
Hmm.
so, so I'll be picking you up like it'll actually be we'll probably be in Midtown by 11 would be ideal. And
Cool. And I don't think the with the way I'm packing, because I'm not going to be there but a minute. So I'm going to have like a personal bag and a carry-on. So I shouldn't ideally even have to go to like luggage or any of that. I should be able to just walk off the plane, walk out, and go.
okay, yeah, and then we just need to be out
Hey, Johnny Ray.
before 3:30. So we got from 11 to like 3:30 to play with and get out.
Yeah, yeah. And see, I won't be. I was originally. I didn't know who was going to be there when, or if you were going to have time. So I was originally going to like Uber or get a rental car and just kind of find my way around. But like you already kind of know what's up, so that makes it so much easier. You can be like, don't bother going there, don't bother going there. This place is cool, you know.
Yeah, yeah, we can go. I would recommend. I've only been to a couple.
Well, the link I gave you for my cousin, did you happen to check it out?
I did, I
Yeah?
did. Mhm.
Okay. Well, she's obviously you kind of figured out she's kind of already got a name and has put her foot in a lot of places and like has a master's in fine arts and all that kind of stuff. And she's from Atlanta. Well, that's where she's been for a long time now. So
Mhm.
I'm probably going to look up where she is. I hit her up. I may have to actually just call her or something. But I would like to maybe check out where she has a lot of work. If she has a couple places down there that she haunts, it might help our community if we go there.
Sure. Let me think.
Might give us some new places to be like.
Mhm.
We're going to go over here now, too. Johnny Ray, it's really good to see you.
Well, guys, I hate to do this, but I got to go because I got to charge my phone and get some food before the next show.
Yeah, yeah.
Later,
I'm about to
everybody.
eat some food myself. See you
Later.
later, Ashman.
See you, brother. All right. I like it.
I'm looking at this.
So now you know the plan again. So whatever you want or need to do, homie, like
All right. All right. I'll talk
if
to you
you
later.
want to be there with bells on and all the dogs and everybody, then hey, we're great. And if you need to show up later, that's cool. Whatever you want to do, homie.
Well, I figure
Mhm.
um, my wife is pretty creative as well. So the possibility exists that she rolls into town, um, drops me off with you guys for a little bit, goes and does her thing somewhere, and then we meet up again at some point or something. At the
Yeah,
house,
whatever we got to do.
at the house or whatever, or whatever. We'll figure something out. I would like to get some copy downtown. You know, like we were talking about, man. You know,
Yeah,
if
yeah, yeah,
if we can,
for sure.
if we can't, we can't.
Nope.
If I'm not able to, then fine. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'll
But if you
see.
can,
Yeah,
obviously, it'd be cool if you could.
yeah. But
Mhm.
But don't stress out if you.
your flight gets in at
I think it's
10,
10.
which if everything runs smoothly, SA is thinking maybe that puts y'all in Midtown area at like 11ish.
Yep.
Um, and then where would you go after that, SA? You were saying you mentioned somewhere like the restaurant place is that's in Midtown, right? That is in Midtown. I'm saying that correct, right? That is actually the same place. Okay. It occurred to me I might be talking about a different part of town and don't realize it.
It's the Midtown Alliance is the one that does all that. But I am gonna go ahead and like that Wednesday before you're coming, I'm gonna go down there that Wednesday and to make sure that they're still there because they haven't told us anything still.
Gotcha.
Um, I think next month in August sometime they're gonna let us know about the second round. So maybe next month sometime I'll know if my new submissions made it. So we'll see.
Right on.
Oh yeah.
And there's that pho restaurant. I don't know, Chad, if you like or if
That
you've
was good. That was I like that. That was good.
before. It's a
It's
Viet pho. It's
Vietnamese.
it's like a Vietnamese chicken noodle soup.
Cool.
It's simple but really flavorful.
I'm in.
I got the
Um,
brisket soup. Like it's the same stuff, but I got the brisket version. And it was dope.
you want lots of different meat. You can put all the meat in there, as
All the
much meat
meats.
as you.
Yeah, all the meats.
Um, what was I gonna say? Y'all are stupid. Oh, the restaurant. The restaurant is called Pho King. So pho is the name of the soup, and then King. I think
Yes, yes,
it's funny.
yes.
Uh,
I'm I'm showing a tremendous amount
of restraint?
of control and restraint right now.
Why? You're, you're at your house,
Well,
aren't
I
you?
just think it's funny that we're all going to show up in Atlanta and go straight to fucking. Oh, that is a crazy name for a restaurant, and it's hilarious. I love it.
That's the only reason I went.
I told you she
Holy
had a
shit.
thirst trap running today on her show, man. She was dancing around, singing and shit.
You're so full of shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Shit.
true that,
Were
true
you
that.
like twerking instead of painting? Say, what the hell?
Hell no.
She's like, I'm getting a 6,000 now.
Oh man.
All right. So Chad, these are my two recommendations for museums. Just depending on what you like. There's the High Museum, so like high up. That's just art, like High Museum Fine Art Atlanta. And then there's the Furbank. That's kind of a mix. They'll have art exhibits. They have natural history exhibits, like with the dinosaur bones and stuff like that. They have a huge dinosaur um,
Right?
in there. Then they'll have other exhibits that are like when we went, they had like Mesoamerican, um, what do you call it? Antiquities. So
Yeah.
stuff Mesoamerica. They had that. So they have a bunch of different stuff in there. So those are the two
I'm
that I recommend. Take a look at them and see which one you want to go to.
okay. I'm thinking, and maybe I'm completely off because again, I've never been there. I'm thinking places that we might be able to forward our art careers. If there's any place that we could go in and press palms, maybe be like, oh yeah, I flew into town for her solo show. You know what I mean? And they can be like, oh, you're having a solo show? Yeah, and this is my sculptor friend.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And we can play that card to maybe get our foot in some more doors.
And this is
Yeah,
That was kind of what I was thinking.
our
I think
slow-footed friend Gin.
yeah, those are the two probably biggest ones, like in Atlanta.
Right.
Um, but then if you want to go into especially like because you're saying that like the Furbank has a whole what do you call it? Outdoor part of it that they have sculptures out there and stuff. So
Is it a
um
plausible place that we could like talk to people and maybe like get somewhere with the spot, or are these like out of reach still for our where we are on our paths?
Probably still out of reach.
Okay.
Um,
Is-
Now in Marietta, there's a spot called in Marietta. There's a Marietta Square, and it's exactly what it is. It's four little tiny blocks of a square, and um, it's like the coffee shops, and it has a gallery there. I think it has a couple actually. Um, Little shop places kind of stuff. Now that would be way more accessible, and I've um, I've already sent them an invitation to the show, and if I'm understanding correctly, the gallery owner at the crystal shop, she knows them, and she was already going to tell them about it too. So
okay.
that would be,
Yeah.
if you're looking for that to make that kind of move, that's probably the place.
Okay. Well, that and also maybe think about,
Okay.
and we don't have to do it like right this moment, but think about places that are just like maybe a little that you thought, this is a little out of my reach,
Mhm.
because we can go in there and use the leverage of what's going on right now. Not only that you have a solo show, but artists are flying in from all over the place. We can use that as leverage for you and us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If there's
yeah,
been
yeah.
some place that's been a little bit of out of reach, maybe we can go in there at the right time, press the right palm, push the right button,
Well,
use the momentum.
yeah, for sure. There's a lot of them, and I'm working. That's on my list of things to do today is find more museums and galleries to send invitations to. The hard thing about that is that you can't collect all the emails and send it out. You are for those places, you have to fill out their contact form. So you
Yeah.
have to, so
Mm-hmm.
it's one by one instead of shooting off like 50 at the same
Sure.
time.
Yep. Yep. Well, yeah.
But
Give it give it thought. It's nothing we have to decide right now. And again, I want to go to Midtown to see your banners and stuff. But more so, what I think would be better is if we could just think of places that would be really like forward moving to where, and especially if they're either in reach or if they're just out of reach, and this would be the thing that we could use that momentum to be like, hell yeah, my homegirl here is doing a solo show. Yeah, I flew in. Well, who are you? Well, and there we go. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
sounds good. I think that's a good idea.
Then we can have fun and be on the clock.
Yeah, you show
That's
right.
exactly right, Laura. But that's what we're getting. Is everything has its own. You have to have certain accomplishments to be able to get into certain places. But SA having a solo show is one of those accomplishments. And as silly as it sounds, me flying in kind of helps that situation for both of us, all three of us, if we're all walking in.
Hmm.
And we can use that walking in there as a catalyst instead of, emails are great. But if we walk in and we have a reason to be talking about that kind of stuff, then that's a perfect opportunity to put your foot in the door.
Yeah, I think that you're thinking really smart. You got the brain. You got a good brain.
Well, yeah.
Oh
I
man.
mean, it's hey, we're here. We're here to support our friend the artist, but we noticed you got a gallery here. We stopped in, check it out, try
I
to
had to come
support.
in and check out your beautiful gallery. I
Right.
flew in, to check, for my friend's solo show.
We look.
It's
We
perfect opportunity, is what it
same,
is.
same thing in Colorado, kind of.
Yeah, so give it some time, give it some thought. And like I said, I want to see your banners in Midtown. Don't get me wrong, but
No, he doesn't.
wherever's going to
He
be the
don't care
most,
about your damn manners. He don't give a shit about your manners.
whatever's going to be the most fruitful. You know what I mean? Like we're a team, and this is a good opportunity
Okay,
to use momentum.
you're right. You're right.
I mean, we're gonna make it a, it's a big deal that you. I mean, you earned this. You earned this solo show. There's no reason we shouldn't
Go shout it on the mountain.
Tell everybody we can come across, hey, we're in town because this lady right here is a badass artist. And just thought you might want to know
Yeah.
that. Just in case.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, and it's kind of like the slingshot effect. It's like you getting this badass thing gives you a reason to talk to these folks, and us flying in gives you a reason to be in their face and somebody else to bring it up for you. And
Yeah.
then in turn, they're going, well, wait a minute. If you're flying in, who the f are you? So it's a win-win-win, like all the way around. We just kind of got to use that momentum and be like,
Yeah.
this is why we're here, and this is why we're actually here in your spot, and this is why you want to know who I am as well.
Yeah.
So
You're making moves, making all the money moves.
money moves.
I wear a bus
I
driver's
got
hat.
bed
Act like
shoes.
I'm your driver.
Moves.
It's way more natural, Laura. It's not as much as like going out of the way. Whereas like if SA wrote an email, that's cool. They're gonna read an email. But if they see her face, that's so much more of an impression. But then if she has a even more solid reason than, hey, I'm just walking in here, it's like, no, we're going in under, yeah, no, we're here to have fun, and this is why we're here. So yeah, it works.
Yeah, that'll definitely be brought up because that's the first thing they're gonna say when we walk in. Oh, hey, how you doing? Is this your first time here? What brings you here? Because they want us to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
They want us to pay for a membership.
Mm-hmm.
We're all there.
Cool.
We all got it.
We got this. So yeah, get some marks for us. Look at
Chad.
look at them. Look at the next place that we can set up as home. Be like, hey, we coming over here now. We're gonna put
Yeah,
our feet up.
and get some film of the before. That way, for later we'll have it for the after.
This is us
He
going in
said,
here the first time. Take notes.
the old school
It's
gangster
above our
right
pay grade? I don't think so.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right then. Sounds like a
Sounds,
plan is formulating.
sounds good.
All
Sounds
right.
I'm
good.
still stressing out what I'm gonna wear. I gotta
You're
look
gonna
better in June.
well.
That ain't hard to do. You got I got the times. Essays live 3:30 to 6:30 again, 4 to 5, Chad 5 to 6, and Sever doing the run up from 2:30 to 3:30, and then Lady Shine hosting the entire time.
Yeah,
I like it.
from like
Have you
3:30 to 6:30.
have you talked to her recently?
Oh,
Mhm.
I need to get up with her. I just haven't had a chance to. I got a message from Devlin a couple days ago, but I gotta.
Yeah.
I, all right, cool, cool. All right,
Mhm.
groovy.
I'll call her tomorrow.
I'm gonna go do stuff.
Okay,
Okay.
guys.
You guys,
Y'all got me
what's
up
that?
early, late. I'm going Mimi's.
Night,
Everybody
SA.
else except for me.
Congratulations, badass.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I have one quick question. Did you get another show?
Yeah.
I thought I saw that, and my feed refreshed as I went. Wait a minute. Is that because my brain clicked that it wasn't the same show? But I haven't had an opportunity to look at it since I noticed that because I'm not on there very often. Is it another solo show?
No, it's a group show, but it's a small group, so it's just gonna be myself and like a handful maybe of other people
In Atlanta?
in where I'm at. So Atlanta outskirts.
Yeah, I got you.
Mhm.
I got you. Right on. When is that?
Mhm.
That's right, Laura. Look at you go.
From October 15th to November 15th for Hispanic Heritage Month, because I'm a Mexicana, so I fit in there.
Kinda.
Are they only giving you like half the space as the other real Mexicanas or Mexicans?
Mhm. Yep. True story.
We'll
We like to give you
congratulations.
another spot for every Spanish word you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Use your 3 spots.
I'm gonna say it all in one sentence, all the words. Yeah, so that
Just throw 'em
they
in.
know what I'm doing.
Are
Yeah.
you going to be moving your head back and forth when you do it like you just did a little bit with Chad?
Go akari. Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Okay, Sandra.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
We're getting out of here.
Good night.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. SA, we got a plan. I like it. Cool. Thank you for the shirts, SA. They're amazing. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Bye, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you. Laura, take care. Thank you very much. Later, dude.
We'll see you on the next Low Orbit Lounge.
Bye, Eve. Bye,
So
Laura. Bye,
long.
whoever else might be here.
Mwah.